everybody, welcome to Fruitful Trees, and it's that time of year again. Mango season is just about over, but here comes the Anonas, and we have sugar apples that are coming in. I'm starting to see some videos with sugar apples on people's trees, and for me, soursop. Oh, I love soursop, also known as Guanabana. And I'm going to show you one of my trees here that's looking really good and talk about some of my other trees. So today is Guanabana, also known as soursop. Here we go. Okay, everybody, this tree here is my favorite soursop tree that I have. This is a variety, very special variety. It's called Home Depot. And yes, Home Depot sells soursop seedlings, so does Lowe's. And I've had great success with this tree. And look at this. Every year, it has a good amount of fruit on there. And this year is not disappointed. This tree is loaded, as you can see. Now, soursops are tricky because most often they're self-pollinating, like this tree is self-pollinating. Sometimes they're not. And even if they are self-pollinating, they still do better if you hand-pollinate them. So if you find a flower like this, you can pollinate these and hopefully get more fruit before the flower falls off. But I have several soursop trees. This is one of them and the best one. It's fall down. The roots aren't big on these, and this tree's fall down several times or fell down several times. I picked it up and it's been fine. I had gotten rid of several soursop trees because I'm not an expert in grafting soursop. So I took down the trees and replaced them. And this was another one I got from Lowe's. So for the first year I see some flower there. And there's another flower. It's almost like a lottery when you're planting seedlings to see how they're going to come out. I see a couple more flowers. Actually, I see a good amount of flowers, so this might be a winner here. I might have hit the lottery jackpot again. So, and then once they do come out, you also want to see how they're going to taste. So this tree is only 2 trees away from my previous tree. So it's grown pretty quickly as well. So now I want to look at one more soursop tree that is very well known, grafted variety. It's called Miaim Soursop from Julian at Lara Farms. And this one is definitely self-pollinating and supposed to be loaded every year. So this one's newer in the ground. I do see for the first time, well, I had one fruit on here last year that fell off, but I do see right now a flower there. I see another one up there, another one there. So this is my Miaim Soursop. So wow, this is amazing. I see another one over here. This is great. Let me come around here and see. So depending on the space you have, a seedling, you're always taking a chance with a seedling. It might be amazing, it might not. You don't want to wait years to find out. So if you are looking, if you only have a small amount of space and you're looking to get a soursop or Guanabana tree, this would be the one to get from Julian at LaraFarmsMiami.com. I'll put the link below. This is called the Miaim Soursop. Now I know other people that say they have good soursop, and if you know how to graft them, if you have a seedling and you want to graft it on, that can work. But you want to get something proven if you only have one space, one time, one chance to plant. So that's the one I'd go with. Now, thankfully, all 3 of my trees are doing great right now, and I have some other trees that are younger in the ground that don't get as much water that I haven't seen flowers on yet, but we'll check those out. But soursop is a great fruit. It's wonderful after mango season, and some fruit ever-bearing, some fruit more than once a year or more than twice a year. But usually towards the fall or the fall after mango season is when the soursops will come in, at least on my trees. I've seen them in the summertime on some other trees. And then, like I said, besides just the flowering, you also got to look at the taste. Some taste better than others. or the flavor, let's say. So some of them are almost like sweet sops instead of sour sops because they're more of a sweeter flavor. But that's exciting. That's exciting how many flowers are on there. And we'll go ahead and take a look at my neighbor's seedling tree and two of his older trees. Now his older trees have been there a long time. As a matter of fact, when he moved in, they were there. And nobody took care of them. Two trees, and they used to be loaded every year. And then finally he pruned them back really hard, and they haven't been loaded prior years since. But I'm going to go over there in a little while here and take a look and see if they're flowering as well as mine, because mine are looking very promising. I got 3 here in the yard. I got the Home Depot one that's got a lot of fruit on there already. Then I got the Lowe's variety that I see some flowers for the first time. And then I got my Miaim Soursop, which I just showed you that I have some on there as well. But then we're going to go over now to my neighbor's yard and check out his soursop trees and see how that's going. Okay, here we are in my neighbor's backyard, and here's his 2 soursop trees that have been here from way before he even got the house. And these trees used to be loaded, and he cut them way back. They were so tall they actually, one of them fell by itself on the top. It might have been struck by lightning. But either way, I'm looking at the trees now. It's been a couple of years before I seen them loaded like they were. And I don't even know if I see flowers in them at the moment. So, I don't know if it's encouragement or discouragement that some years they do better than others. But it's just not looking as good on his trees this year as I've seen them in the past. And he has 2 trees right next to each other. Now he does have a Chiquette avocado that possibly is shading him out a little, but it shouldn't matter as much. And weather-wise, if it gets too cold, the soursop trees don't like it and they could die. But we haven't had it too cold here in quite a while. So his Chiquette avocados are doing wonderful. But these are his experienced, long, in the ground, many years soursop trees not doing as well. And let's go ahead and take a look at the new soursop that he planted that he got when I got the ones from Lowe's. I'll show you those now. Alright, there it is. That plant, he got at the same time as I got my Lowe's plant last year. And I don't see any flowers. Now, even if it doesn't flower, the leaves are wonderful to the soursop tree. They're very good for making tea. They're very medicinal. But you really want to get the fruit. That's the major reason of having a tree. And so I don't see any flowers in this yet, but we'll see how it goes. It's growing nice. It's nice and tall, but we'll see. Alright, here we are at my friend Leaf's house, and he has these amazing soursop trees. Check this out. Really nice tree. Both of these trees, I believe, were seedlings. But now he grafts them and sells them. Besides that, Miami soursop, if you're local here in West Palm and you want to get a good soursop, when he has these available, because he doesn't always graft them, I'll let you all know. I'll put his contact information below as well. Anyway, this is his soursop tree, and he keeps it a nice size. So let's go look at his other tree. Let me come around here and show you this. This from this end. So let's go ahead and take a look at his other Guanabana. There it is. These are 2 different seedling varieties. I don't believe he's named them yet, but there's this tree. There's a fruit in there. There's a bunch of fruits on this one. Look how big that one is. Wow. See that? Wow. Yeah, this tree is... They both taste great, but this one, all year, this one has fruit. So that's Leaf's information. I'll put his information below, and that is more soursop trees. This is another soursop I planted at the same time as the one in my yard. Same place, got it from same size. It's a seedling, but it's not been getting water other than the rain, and you can see how much smaller it is. That's the difference. So that's a good point. That one has water, this one doesn't. And look at the difference in growth. However, still, flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a not getting water and still 7 flowers on there. And here's another one I'll show you in mango land that we have back here that's been neglected. I have a well now. I will be getting water on these. This one here, more shade, no flowers, again at the same time as the other one. So once we put water on here, we'll see the difference in how they grow. Alright, here we are in another yard. This is one of my friend's soursop trees. This tree is about 4 or 5 years old. There's some flowers right here. Is this a seedling?
This is a seedling, yeah.
This is a seedling. So have you gotten fruit off this tree before?
Yeah, this is we've gotten fruit before. It's sweet and sour like a regular, good regular soursop. Okay. Nothing special about it. Like I have a few special varieties.
Well,
got a bunch of flowers, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So this is, now some soursops will do more than once a year, and some usually it's just a fall, right?
Mm-hmm. Some will do like 3 or 4 times a year they're going to be.
Yeah. Alrighty, and he has a couple of more. I just want to show you just another yard of how it looks.
This is a variety called Arusha. It's pretty good actually.
Another soursop.
It's from Australia, I believe. It's called Arusha. It's really good. That's the seedless one, but it rarely fruits. I only got like 3 fruits. But it's a seedless soursop. I don't think anybody has those. But I have some Julian Lara soursops.
So the Miami soursop.
Miami, and there is a cold hardy one called Granada that doesn't lose leaf in the winter.
All right, so we saw the Miami one earlier at my yard, but Bobby's going to show us his Miami soursop and also another one. That's the cold hardy one. All right, so this is the Granada.
Granada, yeah, and then that's the Miami. This is also Miami. It kind of got knocked in the wind a little bit. I mean, there's always something trying to kill the trees.
And there's another Miami.
This is a Miami, doing perfectly fine outside. Let me see if there is a flower, so it should have flowers. There might be fruits also.
Right, so we get to look at...
There is a fruit here, couple of fruits here.
Couple of fruits on there.
I mean, they're just forming. There's a flower here. This is a Miami. I have some cool soursop varieties. I have my own variety that's zero sour, no sour at all. Then I have several fiberless soursops. I have a golden sour, that yellow outside like a durian. I got a seedling of that inside the greenhouse. Some of these are a little more on the cold sensitive side, so it has to be in the greenhouse.
Wow. All right, that's these soursops here. All right, everybody, that is soursop Guanabana, and again, I'll keep you updated on my fruit and how it develops. Our trees aren't far apart. Again, this is a seedling. I don't know if those other 2 are seedlings, but every year those other 2, not every year, for the last couple of years they haven't been as well, but those used to be thriving. But you're always better off with grafted. So again, I'm going to put the link below to the Miaim Soursop at Julian at Lara Farms Miami. That's the one you want to get for sure. And hopefully this one will come out as well as mine. We'll see. But share your soursop experience. Post them below. Until then, everybody have a great day and keep growing.